This is Kudu Biltong. Kudu is an antelope in southern Africa. I have a supplier here in London who gets a bit of game. Biltong, for those of you who don't know, is something similar to jerky. It's cured meat, but we just do it better than you. It's from South Africa, kind of thing. I'll give a history in the future on what biltong is and how it was developed. This is nice. Difficult to get this kind of stuff in the UK, but very tasty, very good. Very happy I had it twice now. Back home I had ostrich, biltong, springbok, different types of meat. But I've also eaten crocodile. Not biltong though. So we're going to have a very quick chat. Channel update. The reason why I'm going to keep it as quick as possible is because I've run out of biltong and soon depression is going to start kicking in. Anyway, so 1st of December 2019, that's the date today. As of today, I've pretty much, I started doing this around September, October 2018. That's wild camping, that's bushcrafting, practicing fire lighting skills, things like that. By the way, I haven't done things like, I have a flint and steel. On my first attempt I managed to get the char cloth going. It was pretty easy. I don't know why people act as though it's like a really difficult thing. I can understand turning that charred piece of char cloth into an actual flame could be difficult, but some people act as though it's really difficult just to get that char cloth going. I find it goes really quick. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, things like that. I've got loads of things planned. Like I'd like to build a bucksaw in the field, things like that, and that's for this season now. So once we kind of get close to a passing Christmas, I'm going to get very quiet at work and I'll be able to mess around with those kind of things again. So from my channel you can kind of expect day trip educational videos to come out between January and May, and then obviously once summer kind of starts kicking in I get really busy at work and stuff, and it goes all the way till December again that I'm just like busy. So that's how it's going to be. Wild camping summertime usually, and I guess MRE reviews, and then it'll be the bushcrafty kind of stuff more winter time onwards. Yeah, so 1 year 2 months is how long I've been doing this for. In the first year, which is the first 1 year, I managed 18 wild camp trips, which I think is pretty cool. That's quite a lot in that period of time, but I've had 20 so far up till today's date. Of those 28 have been filmed but are not yet online, so one is being edited now. That one is I actually camped inside a marshland, like inside the marshland, so where I was camping the water level would have been like another foot above kind of like the ground level that I was on. It's just that it's been really dry, so I was camping in there while it was dry. And that was pretty cool. That was a nice little experience. So that video is going to be up pretty soon after this, I reckon. I'm probably a third of the way through editing it. I have 2 new tents and 1 British Army Busher. The British Army Busher looks brand new. I don't know if it's ever been used. I think it was sold as new, not brand new. So the person may have used it once or something like that. The 2 tents are army surplus from 2 different European nations. You're probably getting the idea of where they're from because they're canvas and they're quite heavy, but I'm going to leave that for you to see in future videos. So if you've not subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you did. Yeah, so I've camped in each of those tents twice now. One of them was a video where I caught some owls and stuff. Not caught them and ate them and stuff, just caught them howling in the background doing their thing. And I've slept under the basher twice and had a day trip in it once. And just, yeah, they're the most recent big purchases that I've had. Loads of new gear. For example, this jacket. This is probably one of the latest things that I got. Really good jacket. I'm going to have an overview of it, not a review, an overview, because I've only used it now for less than a month, and it's awesome. It's pretty cool. There's actually not many reviews of it on YouTube, to be honest. Everyone went for Ridgeline's other jackets. No one's really gone for this one. and the ones that I've seen of this are in German, so you don't have an English review. So yeah, I'll give you an overview of that pretty soon. Loads of new gear, you'll see it coming up bit by bit. I think I need to film a new gear video as well. My old one was split into 2 parts and I just didn't like it. I didn't edit it very well. I just didn't dig it very much. So I'm planning a camp with a YouTuber, a fellow YouTuber who I chat with quite a lot online. And so hey man, how you doing? Cool. Just keep quiet about it please. And so you'll see that at some point coming up. I'm just trying to make dates. The person is much more flexible than I am, I think. I'm just to the push until December, till Christmas. We've got to do as much work as we can in my company, so in my line of work. And then thereafter it'll be a lot easier. So anyway, I've stocked up on loads of wood that I've cut because I'm still interested in the carving and the making things out of natural materials. I just don't get the time during summer. So I've got like horse chestnut, I've got prunus, a type of plum that I cut down. I've got I think I've got some robinia floating around somewhere, and oh, I've got olive, nice chunks of olive, which is pretty cool. I may have some taxus, which is yew tree. So I've got various things I might be able to carve different utensils out of. 2 things I'm planning on making is a small plate, as well as a little chopping board to use on my trips. I've been planning that chopping board for like a year now and just never got around to doing it. So yeah, upcoming quiet season at work, you're going to see a lot of those kind of videos coming out, as well as the bushcrafty kind of more natural, outdoorsy kind of stuff, natural fire making, things like that. Yeah, that's the season for that. I have managed to camp in 2 new large woodlands which you've not seen yet. You may have seen them on some scouting videos of mine, possibly, I'm not sure. I've camped in them, had a really good time. Both of them are broadleaf, and one is an ancient oak woodland, so you have very large oak trees and obviously squirrels everywhere and stuff like that. And I think that's the one where I had oh no, the ancient oak is not the one. Ancient oak is the one that had the muntjac deer, the barking deer making noise. The other one, which is mostly beech, I had some owls, and I was really happy with that. I was just one of the best creatures ever. So I was very happy with that. When I was young, I had my first encounter with an owl in South Africa. I was being picked up from nursery school, and my dad came into the nursery school, hey, come outside quickly, and then we all went outside, and there were all these families standing there, and just like, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, there's a big fat owl. I didn't even know the species, because I must have been like 4 years old, sitting on the edge of the nursery school, just standing there watching everyone, and that was just so cool. That was awesome. And then I think with the owls, that kind of made my love for the oak tree. I don't think oak trees are native to South Africa. I don't think we have a native species, but through the Europeans, we obviously had them introduced. Not really, I don't think you'd find oaks surviving in our wild, but definitely around towns and cities and stuff. And that's where I kind of got the love for that tree. And now I'm living in the environment where that tree thrives and is natural, in its natural environment. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to be hot tenting with my lavu without a stove. So that's something new concept that I came up with myself last year, but I didn't get a chance to do it simply because I was gathering the materials that I need and also the woods that I was camping in, including this one I'm here now. This is on this spot right now is the first ever wild camp that I ever had. Just 2 meters that way is where I had the lavu set up early in the morning and had my first ever wild camp session. So this is my little kind of like once in a while day camp film or MRE review section. Yeah, I'll be doing the hot tenting. I can't do it here because let's just say the facilities are not right. The area, the situation is not right for it. But yeah, it's without a stove, hot tenting coming up. Nice cold day, I'll head out somewhere, probably like January sometime, and I'll do that. Keep an eye out for that. If you want to see that, if you can, I think it's best you throw that subscription bell button just so you can catch that. You can take the bell off later on, if you really need to. It's all up to you. If you want to catch that video, hit the bell. Then, finally, last 2 things. I have access to a vehicle now, so I'm going to have longer distance journeys, trips outside. I'd love to do something like Lakes District, things like that. I can't promise it because I think I did say previously, maybe that video didn't come up online or that part of the video, but I did say previously that there may be a Lakes District camp coming up, and that was supposed to be August. That just went past. Nothing happened. It didn't happen. People didn't pull through and I couldn't do it and all that stuff. So I don't want to go and say, oh, that's where I want to go, because it may not happen. But that just means I have longer distance to travel now, more access to transport. Previously I had bicycle, walk and public transport. That meant I could only go a certain distance because my kit is usually 20 to 23 kilos. Yes, I know it's a heavy kit. I know I need to improve that. That's cool. Understood, acknowledged, but that's what I have right now, so done. Ration wise, I do not ever intend on becoming a exclusively ration review channel. I do not intend to review rations for the next 10 years of my life. But, well, I do enjoy them. I find them quite fun. I used to have very big interest in the military when I was growing up. So I found it's pretty cool to try them out. You can just buy them on eBay and eat a ration, put online, and just people watch it and enjoy it. So if you're here for the bushcraft and the wild camping and you're like, what's this guy doing? Don't worry, I'm not intending on doing that for the rest of my life. If you're here for the MRE reviews, what I'd like you to know is this. I am trying to create a nice playlist for you guys to watch, where there'll be 12 to 15 videos. Once I hit 12 to 15 videos of good videos, decent spread of different national rations from different countries, 24-hour rations, emergency rations, and then obviously single meal rations, things like that. Once I have about 12 to 15, then I'm going to slow down, and then I'm going to do one once in a while. Review them, try them out. Sometimes I have some on my wild camp sessions. So yeah, I'm definitely going to keep doing them, but this channel is Bushman All Outdoors, AOD. So that's why all ration reviews will be filmed outdoors. I'll never sit there in a studio unless you chopped off my arms and legs. Then it'll always be here, as you can see, you know. So yeah, that's my intention in terms of reviews of rations and MREs. I have quite a lot in stock, and I'm not intending on like trying out menu 1 to menu 24 of US rations. I'm intending on looking at the menu, looking at what the main is and going, I like that, I'll buy that. That's my intention really. And that's that. So let's take a quick look. It's a knife, showed you a minute ago. And then here's something I brought back from a trip I went on. I was in the Philippines. This is a machete in English, or whatever language calls it, a machete. And in the part of the Philippines that I went to, this is called the sundang. Pretty cool. Managed to get this into the country without getting arrested or whatever. I mean, obviously you got to put it in the baggage that goes underneath the plane as opposed to in your baggage if you don't want to be questioned and probed in various different cavities in your body. Yeah, it's a pretty cool piece of kit. I use this to open up a few coconuts to be able to drink from them. And oh, by the way, I tried out a new Tinder experiment while I was in the Philippines, and I think I'm possibly one of the first people in the world to actually use this material as a Tinder, and that was actually pretty awesome. I was pretty happy that when it came to actually attempting to get it lit, sort of like charcloth, and the fact that it worked, and then I actually made a fire with it. It's not a great video that I'm going to eventually produce for it, but it's pretty cool. I'm glad that I did that. So yeah, in the future I'm going to have a lot of fun when I go back to that country to be able to attempt to partake in bushcraft and camping activities in the jungle, kind of like by myself. It's not easy to do because there are people who get upset when you say you're going to do that because they're like, ooh, it could be dangerous, what if something happens to you? It's typical how humans think. It's like, don't worry about me, I can handle it, you know. And basically if Mother Nature wants to take me because I made a wrong move or something, then Mother Nature gets me. That's just how it is, you know. Also, I left quite a bit of kit back home. I did bring my Mora, I did bring a few pieces of kit, but I just wasn't equipped. Like one of the things I was supposed to bring was my hammock, and I was in a taxi on the way to the airport, and it's like, oh dude, you forgot the hammock. And then that was kind of it. That was like no chance to camp now. So yeah, next time I might just bring the basher. Oh, but yeah, in that environment you do want to be on a hammock because it's just like, yeah, the insects, man. So anyway, look for the future, because I'll definitely be heading over that way within, maybe not next year, but within a couple of years. Heads up, possibility, might be going to Africa, maybe. Not sure, you know, not fingers crossed, definitely, but that'll be awesome if it happens.